Dr. Ethan Vale didn't believe in miracles. Not anymore. Not after 30 years patching up soldiers, colonists, and refugees across a dozen star systems. Medicine, he had learned, was less about miracles and more about mathematics, about blood levels, oxygen counts, and time limits. But when the emergency beacon flared across the quiet orbit of Station Arclight, even his cynicism faltered. The distress signal wasn't human. The alien encryption was so advanced that Arclight's translation algorithms stuttered, gasping out fragments of syntax and screams. "Unknown species, unknown biology," said the AI. "Life signs critical." Ethan rushed to the hangar as the transport drone descended. The bay doors opened, releasing a hiss of cold air and light that shimmered unnaturally, bending the metal reflections around it. Inside the containment pod was a body, tall, slender, faintly luminous. Her skin wasn't skin at all. It looked like woven light, silver thread veins pulsing faintly under translucent flesh. Her face was peaceful but pale, like moonlight fading into dust. The med readers went wild. Her vitals didn't match any known life form. "What the hell are you?" Ethan murmured, crouching beside her. The pod's translator sparked to life. A mechanical voice whispered, "Help the Queen of Valira, she fades." Ethan blinked. Queen. He looked back at the pod. Whatever she was, her pulse, if that flickering rhythm even counted as one, was failing fast. He didn't hesitate. "Get her to the biolab. Now." The AI objected. "Dr. Vale, this life form is dying, which means she's my patient." Even as he spoke, Ethan knew what he was doing was dangerous. Human doctors weren't authorized to treat unknown species without approval. But something about the frail figure stirred him, a memory of another woman he'd failed to save years ago. He wouldn't let this one die too. Middle, the human who wouldn't give up. Hours turned into cycles. Ethan's lab was filled with strange light and sound. Her cells responded unpredictably to human instruments, bending magnetic fields, shorting sensors, and turning blood analyzers into static storms. "Her blood's photonic," Ethan muttered, staring at the data stream. "Her cells metabolize light particles. She's literally powered by starlight." The AI chimed. "Then she is beyond human help. Our equipment was not designed for such biology." Ethan wiped sweat from his brow. "Then we redesign it." He tore apart a plasma incubator, fused its coils to the stasis pod, and rerouted the ship's solar collectors to feed the containment field. The light intensity climbed. Her body shimmered brighter, the pulse steadier. For the first time, her eyes fluttered open. They were galaxies. Vast, gold-silver, endless. "You are not Valerian," she said weakly. "No," Ethan said softly. "Human. Name's Dr. Vale. You're safe." Her voice trembled like a harp string. "My kind, we are dying. The suns grow dim. I came seeking your Federation's aid. But the radiation storm struck my vessel." She winced, clutching her chest, as light leaked through her wound, a bleeding star. Ethan quickly adjusted the containment. "You've got a rift in your photon sheath. That's your circulatory field, right?" She nodded faintly. "It cannot be mended. My energy disperses into the void. Not if I can stop it." He worked for hours more, blending human biomedicine with alien energy physics. He injected microsingularity nanites, tech banned for their instability, into her bloodstream, recalibrating them to resonate with the photonic frequency of her cells. When the infusion started, her entire body flared like a small sun. The sensors screamed warnings. The AI shouted, "Containment breach imminent." "Shut it down, Ethan." But he didn't. "Not yet." Just hold on. Then the explosion hit. A blast of light surged through the lab, hurling him across the floor. When the glare faded, everything was silent except his ragged breathing. He looked up. The containment pod was cracked, the light inside gone. "No," he whispered. "No, no, no." Then a voice, soft as dawn. "Dr. Vale." He turned. She stood there, alive. Her glow was softer now, controlled, almost human. "You stabilized me," she said, amazement in her tone. "No being has ever healed a Valyran queen." Ethan let out a shaky laugh. "Guess there's a first time for everything." Her expression changed, something like reverence but gentler. "You touched my stars," she said, "and brought them back." The threat returns. Over the next days, the alien queen, Ceres of Valyra, regained strength. Ethan learned that her species existed as photonic organic hybrids, feeding on the radiation of young suns. But the Valyran homeworld was dying. Their light fields were fading, and their civilization collapsing. Ceres had traveled to petition the Human Federation for technological aid, but her ship was destroyed by a faction known as the Obsidian Chain, scavengers who hunted luminous beings for energy extraction. "They will come," Ceres warned. "They hunt me still." Ethan frowned. "Let them. We'll be ready." He fortified Arclight's defenses, though it was an old station. Barely armed, its systems decades out of date. Ceres helped, showing him how to manipulate light fields to enhance shielding. Together, they created a hybrid barrier powered by her own energy and the station's solar grid. During those long hours they spoke. She told him of Valyra's oceans of starlight, where the ground shimmered like glass. He told her of Earth, of rain, of oceans that roared instead of sang, of a sky filled with breathable light instead of living plasma. "Humans are strange," she said one night, her voice glowing softly in the dim lab. "You live so briefly, yet give everything for others." Ethan smiled faintly. "That's the only way we stay human." When she looked at him then, her eyes weren't just full of galaxies. They held something far more familiar. Admiration. Maybe even affection. But before either could say more, the alarm screamed. "Multiple signatures incoming," said the AI. "Energy readings consistent with Obsidian Chain warships." Ceres's expression hardened. "They've found me." Climax, the human who defied the void. Arclight Station trembled as enemy ships emerged from hyperspace. Black, jagged, leech-like vessels that shimmered with anti-light. Ethan moved fast. "AI, divert all power to shields." "Shields at 60%. We cannot withstand direct fire." Ceres gripped his arm. "Let me go to them. If I surrender, they may spare you." "Not happening." Ethan's jaw set. "We're finishing what we started." He raced to the control bay, Ceres beside him, her light pulsing with intensity. The Obsidian ships opened fire. Beams of darkness slashed through the void, tearing chunks of the station's shielding. Ethan typed furiously, rerouting energy through the hybrid system they'd built. "Ceres, link your field to mine." She hesitated. "It could kill you." "Then let's make it worth dying for." Their hands met on the console, her photonic energy surging through his neural implants. His vision filled with blinding white. Together, human and alien merged the medical lattice with the defense grid, creating a feedback resonance. Side Arclight transformed. Instead of absorbing the darkness, it reflected it, refracting the energy like a prism. Each attack turned into a burst of pure light, scattering across the Black Fleet. The Obsidian ships faltered. Their own power turned against them. Ethan's veins glowed faintly as Ceres's energy flooded his system. His voice trembled. I can't hold it. Yes, you can, she whispered. You carry the light now. One final surge. Then a blinding wave burst from Arclight, sweeping the enemy fleet into dust and silence. When the light faded, only stars remained. Ethan collapsed. Ceres caught him, lowering him gently to the floor. His vitals were weak. Human bodies weren't meant to channel starlight. Ethan, she whispered, her hand trembling over his chest. You have given me back my life. Now I will give you mine. Her glow intensified, surrounding him. The light entered his body, not burning but mending. When he awoke minutes later, she was dimmer, her brilliance fading like a setting sun. No, he said softly. Don't. She smiled weakly. You healed me once, Dr. Vale. Now I return the favor. And then her body dissolved into motes of light that swirled around him, fusing into the air, merging with the very systems of Arclight Station. The AI flickered. Energy signature stable. Ceres's essence persists, integrated into the station's core. Ethan looked out at the stars, voice breaking. She's part of the light now. Ending the doctor who touched the stars. Months passed. Arclight became a beacon on the edge of known space, a hybrid outpost of human and Valyran design. Its light fields protected travelers and stranded vessels, guiding them safely through radiation storms. And sometimes, when Ethan walked the observation deck, he heard a faint voice through the hum of the systems. You touched the stars, Ethan Vale, and gave them back to me. He would smile softly, looking out across the glowing nebula. No, he'd whisper back. You showed me how to reach them. The galaxy soon spoke of the miracle at Arclight, the story of a human doctor who healed a dying queen, and how together they saved each other, not through conquest or power, but through compassion and light. And across every star system, among humans and Valyrans alike, one truth spread. Sometimes the smallest act of healing can ignite the brightest stars.